Okay, so I ordered a roof rack for my car, the Honda HRV 2016. It's an EX, so it doesn't have the roof rails, so I had to get that. And there's 2 boxes for it, so we're gonna open them up. This much I figured out. The small box is for the smaller roof rack, the actual rack itself, and then this big box is for the rail itself. The instructions are not great, so I'm gonna do a better job to kind of just show you guys what you need to do. I had to remove this thing on the top. See a weird little clip thing here, so I'm just gonna pry the whole thing out. I'm not gonna use it anymore. It didn't go as planned, so I'm gonna have to maybe pry it out with the flathead. But you know, just kind of slips. So you got these 2 metal pieces here, and these ones here. These bigger ones are gonna be for the front, and you want to screw these in a bit more because you'll see it's gonna fit in. Like so, in that hole. You'll see here. Where's it here? Doesn't go, and you got to screw these in a bit more so it fits. Okay. So on both the front and the back, screws face inside towards inside the car. You could use your butt end of a hammer of your screwdriver to tap this, so this goes all the way to the front there. You could use a star screwdriver to screw this to the very end, as you can see, so it fits in and stuff, but you know, it is what it is. Literally slam it in the turns like so, as you're holding onto this with the other hand. It's been a painstaking process screwing these things with this wrench, and then while I would do that, my left hand holds this down. So next step is putting this on here. There's rubber boots that go on. Where are they? Slap this rubber boot on, clip this in there, and then this will get tucked way inside, then we put it on top of there. So there's probably a better way of explaining this, but you're gonna take a socket wrench like so, and there's 4 holes in total. There's 2 middle holes you're going to use this to loosen up before this whole rail gets attached to the car. Then you screw in these, you tighten the outer corners first with, you know, the nut and washer on the opposite sides. Then you do the 2 inner ones, tighten it with this piece, these 2 inner ones, and then you're gonna put this thingy here. And what that is, yep, the cover. You're gonna find these pieces, at least with my kit. The blue piece is gonna be on the very top of the whole thing. You're gonna take these little thingies here. The brown piece you're gonna peel off and stick onto here, and the red piece will be sticking onto that hole itself. Now you're gonna install these things, these little weird doohickeys, like so. So the slope is sort of coming outward. So the higher end of the slope will be on towards inside of the car. You're gonna push it in like so, and then you're going to attach these things, you know, glue the adhesive onto here, like so, and you're gonna attach it to all of the 8 top pieces. So first step, use the included key to separate the plastic part. You know?
Okay. Now this part goes here. Now this, you're gonna go through there, but this comes down. You see? Push it all the way in.
Looks like a shotgun. And if you don't see, you basically want to move this in and out until you see that hole there. Pretty self-explanatory. Tighten that down for each of the 4 corners of the 4 bars, or the 2 bars. So we didn't know this, but some of these, I'll show you how it's installed. And it's funny because this is the aerodynamic of a plane.
Wing.
So that unit did say left, and then this one says right. You have to pay attention, because it says like either here or inside the plastic there, so really look hard for that L and R. Okay, so we wasted probably almost 2 hours trying to think, oh, this is too big or too small, so we had to end up loosening to second bolts and such, and ended up realizing the front and back are different sizes. So the instructions were horrible. Like, we didn't even know it doesn't tell you what side's for what. So just if it's too short or too long, over to the front. The front is wider, so keep these two holes here too loose. Tighten this first, then tighten that, and then you're gonna put the thing on here with the key. And we notice there's these two holes here inside, one on this side, one on that side. That's sort of a guidance of where we put it. So you're gonna look for the holes on that side too, and try to mount it in between those two holes. There's nothing to screw it into, but I guess it's just the way that it grips somehow. Racks are done. Pain in the ass, but finally it is done. You know, for $288, it's definitely one of the cheaper kits, considering it also contains the little side rails on the left and right of the car. But you know what? It's way better than any other kit out there, and the instructions were horrendous. So I hope this video sort of helps you guys out. You'll notice in the back, the back sort of things, the rack, it's a little bit behind the two holes, as I mentioned, in the front. So you know what? It's really not a big deal, so don't stress over it. And a couple other things, the side little plastic things that you put on the sides of those, each side of the bars, that key was not going to move. So I literally had to take a wrench in order to kind of sort of turn it to the right, and was risky because the key was about to like break off, but slow and steady. And we finally did it. It's not coming out for a while. And what else? When I was tightening the bolts in the first step for the side rails, the freaking little toy wrench they gave me would just sort of bend out of place a lot. Cheap metal. So I took a pair of vice grips to kind of like squeeze the two tips of the wrench in order to kind of make it, strong again. So it grips onto the screw as you twist it to the right. So yeah, it's a number of steps, but definitely worth it. And you know what? The EXL model has the side rails too, so you could save money if you have that kind of car, but this is just what I have to work with. So let me know what you guys think. I hope this helps somebody out. Like, comment, subscribe, and anything you guys want to see, drop it down below.